Alright, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to do a transmission service. In my case, it's on my 2016 Honda CRV, and this is applicable to all 2015 through 2022 CRVs with the CVT transmission. Alright, so we'll be using genuine Honda HCF2 transmission fluid for this process. And unlike the previous models that used a conventional 5-speed transmission, which uses DW1, we need to use the Honda-specific fluid for the CVT. And I do not recommend using any other brand except genuine Honda HCF2 CVT fluid. So if you have a two-wheel drive, you'll most likely need about 4 quarts. It's 3.9 is what it calls for. And the all-wheel drive version uses 4.5, so you want to have about 5 quarts of HCF2 fluid, and I will have a link in the description below to where you can buy that. Alright, so down on the front of the engine you will see a fill plug. It is where we will actually be putting the transmission fluid. It is just a plug, there is no dipstick. So I'll show you how we properly fill the transmission to the correct level. So for this procedure, you want to have the vehicle jacked evenly front and rear. So I have the front on my ramps and I've got jack stands under the back, and it is important that it's level. That way the fluid capacity is correct when it drains and you refill it. And so I've got a drain pan, and under the front of the car on our 16 here there's no shield we need to take off. The later models there's a shield that has to come off. You'll see you just use a 3/8 inch ratchet if it's in this plug here. And that's how we're going to drain our transmission. It may help to use a breaker bar just to bust it loose. Once you break it loose, you should be able to just take it out by hand. It's not horrible, but that fluid's supposed to be clear when it's new. Now here's our magnet. So see, this is some metal that's collected on the magnet, and that is normal as long as it's nothing crazy. We're just going to wipe that off before we put the drain plug back in. You will also need to take the crush washer here off and use a new one when you put it back in. Alright, so the proper way to drain and fill your transmission is there's another bolt right here that has a crush washer on it. This is our overflow port. This is a 12 millimeter. So basically what this bolt does is when the transmission is at the proper level, fluid will start to run out of this hole, and that's how you know you're at the proper amount. Alright, so I've got our magnet cleaned off, we've got our new crush washer on. Once it's drained, pretty much all it's going to drain. I'm going to put this back in. There is an actual torque for this. I think it's like 40 some foot-pounds, but basically we need to make sure that you don't strip anything out, but that crush washer is what's doing the sealing, so it needs to be pretty snug. Alright, so this bolt on the bottom, before we go up top to fill it, go ahead and run it back in just finger tight, not all the way tight. And that will have to be in place while we fill it, because otherwise the transmission fluid you pour in from the top will just run straight out of that hole, because this is directly under the fill area. So we're just going to put it finger tight in while we fill the transmission to approximately however many quarts yours requires, and then we'll come take this bolt out, and if it's overfilled The excess will run out the top. And if nothing comes out, you know you're not full enough. So I always use this Lubrimatic long neck funnel. And I'll have links to that in the description. Comes in pretty handy. All right, so you got to get it wedged just right in there. So there could be a funnel that has a slight adjustability. The bottom might work a little bit easier. And this is our fluid, our HCF2. So we'll start by pouring one in. 1 quart. There's 2. And I have a half quart left in this one from the last time I did a fluid change. Loosen this bolt. So we are good. So remember, it's 4.5 quarts if you have an all-wheel drive, and about 3.9 quarts. It's right at around 4 if you have a two-wheel drive. So I'm gonna go ahead and torque that down a little bit. Again, there's a little crush washer on there. Make sure it's tight. Don't break it off or anything. Again, when I'm done, I like to use a little bit of brake cleaner. Get everything nice and clean. So the last thing you want to do, make sure you get your funnel out. Make sure you get your fill plug back in. Make sure everything's tight. There's no leaks. And then the last thing you want to do is when you start the car, kind of run it through all the gears without moving. Make sure everything's all right. Then you're free to put the vehicle back in service. All right, so that's all there is to it. It's even easier than changing the oil, really. No excuse not to do it. I would recommend about every 30,000 miles. I don't usually go by the maintenance minder. Every 30,000 miles, we're gonna do a drain and fill on the transmission. So like every 4th oil change would be a good time to do that. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I have the parts needed to do this in the description for your convenience. Till next time, we'll see you later.